Oh my God. My jaw is literally on the floor and I am screaming at my screen right now. We all knew Port Charles was a powder keg ready to blow, but the absolute atomic bomb that is dropping regarding Carly, Valentine, and Lulu has left me completely speechless. I mean, seriously, guys, did anyone out there actually see this level of messy, high stakes betrayal coming? For months, Carly has been playing a highly dangerous, incredibly illegal game of hide and seek, secretly harboring and protecting Valentine from the relentless pursuit of the police and the WSB. And as if that was not enough to get her thrown into a federal penitentiary, she took things a million steps further by secretly arranging for young Charlotte to meet with her fugitive father, Valentine, completely behind Lulu's back. I am shaking just thinking about this because we all know that Lulu has been fighting for her very survival. And the moment she wakes up and finds out about this, the fallout is going to be absolutely cataclysmic. If you ask me, Carly has officially crossed the line that she can never, ever uncross. We know Carly always thinks she is the ultimate savior of Port Charles, but playing God with another mother's child while that mother is lying helpless is just sick. While Lulu was trapped in that deep, agonizing coma, clinging to life and waiting for her brother Lucky to return with a miracle liver transplant, Carly was out here acting like Charlotte's guardian angel. She was facilitating these secret, shadow drenched rendezvous between Charlotte and Valentine, completely bypassing any parental authority. Can you even fathom the sheer audacity? Carly did not just keep a secret, she actively built a wall of lies around Charlotte, shielding Valentine from the law while letting him maintain a secret relationship with his daughter under the radar. And for what? Because Carly and Valentine were busy playing cozy in the dark while teaming up against the deliciously dangerous Brennan? Let's talk about that unexpected partnership because my mind is completely blown. While they were working together to outmaneuver the enigmatic Brennan, something dark, magnetic, and completely undeniable started blooming between Carly and Valentine. Yes, you heard me right, guys. Carly and Valentine have developed real, deep, burning feelings for each other in the midst of all this chaos. It is the kind of twisted, forbidden romance that makes your skin crawl but also keeps you glued to the screen. They were sharing stolen glances, hushed whispers in the shadows, and a shared adrenaline rush that turned into a full blown emotional affair. Carly, who has always been fiercely loyal to her own circle, found herself falling for the ultimate bad boy, the man who has done unspeakable things to her own family members. It is hypocritical, it is messy, and oh my God, I am absolutely living for every single second of this delicious drama. But the fairy tale is about to come crashing down in the most brutal way possible because Lulu is finally awake and she is not taking any prisoners. When Lulu discovers the truth about what Carly has been doing, her reaction is nothing short of pure, unadulterated fury. Imagine waking up from a years long nightmare only to find out that your cousin, someone you considered family, has been harboring the man you despise most in the world and letting him have unsupervised access to your impressionable daughter. Lulu has hated Valentine with every fiber of her being for years because of the immense pain and trauma he has inflicted on her family in the past. To Lulu, Valentine is a monster, a manipulator, and a threat to everything she holds dear. Finding out that Carly has been sleeping with the enemy, protecting him from the police, and lying straight to her face is the ultimate betrayal. It is a knife straight to the back, and the fragile bond between these two family members is about to be shattered into a million sharp, unforgiving pieces. I can already picture the high voltage confrontation, and let me tell you, we are not ready for the screaming match that is about to go down between Lulu and Carly. Lulu confronts Carly with tears of rage streaming down her face, demanding to know how she could be so incredibly selfish. Carly, of course, tries to defend her actions, claiming she was only trying to protect Charlotte and that Valentine truly loves his daughter. But Lulu is not having any of it. You had no right, Lulu screams, her voice cracking with the weight of years of lost time and broken trust. You kept my daughter from me, you lied to me, and you let that monster near her. The tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife, and the absolute heartbreak in Lulu's eyes is enough to make any mother weep. Lulu immediately lays down the law, issuing a strict, unbreakable ban. Carly and Valentine are never, under any circumstances, to have any contact with Charlotte ever again. But if you think Valentine is just going to roll over and accept being cut out of his daughter's life, you clearly do not know the Cassadine bloodline. When Valentine hears about Lulu's ban, he goes completely, chillingly berserk. Charlotte is his entire world, his anchor, the only pure thing he has left in his dark, chaotic life. The very idea of Lulu keeping them apart triggers something deeply primal and dangerous inside him. He storms into Lulu's recovery space, his eyes wild with a terrifying mixture of desperation and rage. What follows is a scene so shocking, so physically intense, that it is going to leave every single GH fan screaming at their television sets. The argument escalates at lightning speed, words turning into weapons, until Valentine completely loses control and unleashes his physical fury, striking Lulu across the face with a brutal slap. The sound of that slap echoes through the room, and my heart literally stopped. It is a horrifying, unforgivable moment of pure violence that changes the game forever. Valentine stands over a stunned, trembling Lulu, his chest heaving as he snarls, "She is my daughter! No one, especially not you, will ever keep us apart." The sheer terror of that moment is palpable. Lulu is clutching her bruised cheek, her eyes wide with shock, but beneath the fear, a cold, hard resolve takes over. She looks up at this man, this fugitive who just laid hands on her, and she realizes she has the ultimate weapon to destroy him. With trembling fingers, Lulu reaches for the phone, her voice shaking but determined as she threatens to call the police right then and there to have him dragged back to prison. Valentine is a wanted man, an escaped convict who has been evading the law for months. If the cops show up, he is finished. He will be locked away in a dark hole where he will never see the light of day, let alone his precious daughter Charlotte. Faced with the imminent threat of prison, Valentine realizes he has run out of time and options. He cannot stay in Port Charles anymore. The walls are closing in, and his luck has officially run out. But Valentine is not going down without a fight, and he is certainly not leaving his daughter behind. In a desperate midnight move, Valentine decides to flee the country, escaping into the shadows once again. But here is the ultimate kicker, guys. He is taking Charlotte with him. He sneaks into her room, whispers sweet promises of safety, and whisks her away into the dark night, leaving absolutely no trace behind. It is a full blown parental kidnapping, a frantic run from the law, and it leaves Lulu standing in the wreckage of her life, completely devastated. This is where my heart absolutely breaks for Lulu, and I am honestly getting emotional just thinking about it. Can we just look at the tragedy of this woman's life for a second? Her son Rocco already disappeared into the wind with Britt during a wild, chaotic escape in the past, a loss that has left a permanent scar on Lulu's soul. And now, history is repeating itself in the most cruel, twisted way imaginable. Her only remaining child, her sweet girl Charlotte, has just been stolen away by a desperate fugitive, vanishing into the night with Valentine. Lulu has literally lost both of her children to the chaotic, dangerous world of runaways and criminals. She woke up from a years long coma, fighting tooth and nail to reclaim her life, only to find her family shattered, her cousin a traitor, and both of her precious babies completely gone. It is a level of maternal agony that is almost too painful to watch, and I have to ask, how much more can one woman possibly take? I am completely torn, guys. On one hand, the sheer dramatic energy of this storyline is top tier soap opera gold. The secret romance between Carly and Valentine, the high stakes lies, the explosive physical confrontation, and the heartbreaking kidnapping. It is everything we tune in for. But on the other hand, the betrayal of family trust is so deep, and Lulu's suffering is so immense, that I cannot help but feel a massive sense of outrage on her behalf. Hmm. Carly's savior complex has officially caused a catastrophic disaster, and the consequences are going to ripple through Port Charles for years to come. Will Lucky be able to hunt down Valentine and bring Charlotte home? Will Jason and Sunny have to step in to clean up Carly's massive mess? All I know is that we are in for a wild, emotional, absolutely unhinged ride, and I will be right here screaming alongside all of you as this incredible drama unfolds.